Good morning, friends. As a driven, committed person, I make sure that my day always starts right. As a working law student, I take it as a burden on my shoulders to do what I can not to fail the people who count on me, such as my professors who ask that we turn our videos on during class, and my work, which pays me. Thus, I wake up really early. As soon as my alarm goes off at 5 a.m., I get up immediately to shut it off. It rings for about 5 more times before it takes Pepper scratching me to really wake me up. I finally get up, confident that she will not poop or pee on my rug if I wait a minute more. I do not check my phone for any messages or tweets about my favorite boy group or the ever so positive news about the affairs of my country, because only the weak do that. And I am not weak. I have self-control. I know I do. I get my dream journal to plot my dreams, because my dreams might be a reflection of what I'm actually feeling but have not acknowledged yet. Anyway, that morning, my dream was about... Never mind, I forgot what it was about. In hindsight, maybe I should have written down the dream I had first before checking my phone. Let's move on. I get out of bed, turn off the night lamp, and open the curtains to let some sunlight into my room. Then I focus on my fitness. I stretch a bit because that's the exercise for me. And while doing plenty of morning exercise, I like to gaze out of my window to appreciate my view. My neighbor's roof. I love the color green, and the slightly gradient green of the paint is just the cherry on top. So pleasing to the eyes. I water all the plants in my room, then pick up some things off the floor or clean a bit. I make my bed to have some semblance of control and usually use a lint roller because God knows how often my hair sheds. Next, even though I am aching to go to the washroom, I take my water and sip a generous amount. Drinking water first thing in the morning immediately helps rehydrate the body after hours of sleep. After going to the washroom to relieve myself and brush my teeth, I don some pants and a jacket so Pepper and I can take a quick morning walk. Pepper's energy to go on a walk is what I aspire to have every time I hear the word exercise. During this time, she relieves herself so I do not have to worry for the rest of the morning if she is able to pee properly in the house. We spend a few minutes admiring the bright blue sky and lush greenery. I also make a mental note to ask my neighbors for some of their plants in exchange for mine. After a while, I notice Pepper grow tired, so we resolve to go home. It is definitely not because my thigh is chafing from lack of exercise. I head on to give Pepper her breakfast and then take a bath. To achieve my 2021 goal of being efficient, I usually brush my teeth and shower at the same time. For my morning skincare routine, I simply apply essence, moisturizer, and some sunscreen, gently patting my skin as I do so. At 7 a.m., I proceed to the kitchen to start preparing breakfast. While I would love to indulge in an overly aesthetic breakfast that takes 40 minutes to prepare and 5 minutes to eat, I forgot that I have an 8:30 a.m. meeting to attend. Thus, I settle for a simple breakfast. I prepare my fragrant Batangas coffee with a simple toast. This toast is for the lazy but is satisfying due to its top-notch, high-quality ingredients of bread, eggs, cheese, and mayo. I put on a slab of cream cheese, line the sides of the bread with mayonnaise or a sandwich spread, put the egg in the middle, and then put a dash of oregano or spices to taste. I realize I may have put a bit too much oregano on my toast, but that is fine because I am Filipino and we love our spices. I put them in the oven and wait for 5 minutes more before my Michelin star quality breakfast is ready to serve. The second batch turned out better because I decided to just mix the oregano and egg before putting them on the toast. I converted my hot coffee into a cold caramel latte by mixing in my homemade caramel sauce, the coffee, and some almond milk. I topped it with whipped cream, a bit too much of it, Because you know what they say, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. I'm kidding, don't worry, I will reduce it with my straw. As earlier reviewed, the Lazy Toast is Chef Marco Pierre White's fever dream. I eat another slice before adding a banana and rushing off to work. I head on to my workroom and look forward to reviewing my planner because knowing my full schedule does not give me anxiety and inspire procrastination. No, not at all. I note the things I need for the day, which I have conveniently written for myself the night before. The past year, I've gotten more used to eating and working at the same time. The pandemic has sadly blurred the lines between work and personal time. Speaking of the pandemic, I never forget to drink some water and take my vitamins and supplements to help boost my immune system. Once I finish preparing, I put on my face mask, grab my bag and car keys, and then head on to work. I dread the heavy traffic awaiting me, but as I strap on my seatbelt, adjust my side view mirrors, and back out of our driveway, I feel more determined than ever to take the day on. Of course, that would be the most ideal situation. But I remember that we are still on quarantine, and every day our government is giving us more versions of the word quarantine, and so I continue my work in the confines of my home. That is it for my quick and doubtfully inspiring morning routine, which I hope amused you today. Thank you for watching. As always, please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.